Good morning, everybody. I hope that everybody is doing well. Everybody is doing swell. It is a new week, the first week in September, but today is a holiday. I hope that most people are being able to enjoy today as a holiday. I wanted to come live so that I could thank everybody. Hey, Robin. I want to thank everybody, y'all. It is the very least that I could do to thank everybody for their support with participating in my wish list, their support with cash outs for my birthday, their support with celebrating the year of my life. And y'all, I was listening to the B sector last night and it's very interesting. Y'all, they coming down so hard on chat rep right about now for being ungrateful that I had to make sure the first thing that I did was do a live and say thank you and let y'all know that y'all showed out for me. That y'all showed out for me and showed out for my birthday because the way they come in that chat rep, Lord. And the crazy thing is, I got a few things that I want to say about it. This will be, hey Cheryl Burnett, good morning. What's good, D-Spot? Good morning. This will be one of the few times where I'm giving my commentary without seeing every single thing or hearing it. But I think I know enough to try to give commentary about it. But anyway, I want to personally thank the people because that's one thing. My birthday comes at the beginning of a month. And y'all, please don't be don't be surprised that I am not aware, or for you to think that I'm not aware that my birthday is at the first of the month. I'm aware. And so the people that still try to do something for my birthday, I appreciate. That's what it's really about. Appreciation. And what is crazy, y'all, is on Saturday night, I had just gotten ready for bed and taken my melatonin. And I had not gone out since I came back from earlier that day. And y'all, I was about to lay down to go to bed. And something was like, well, before you go to bed, because y'all, when I take that melatonin, it knocks somebody out. And so I was like, before you go to bed, go check out there to see if anything done came in. Y'all, what? Zulu, stop. Y'all, he want to growl this morning. What is it? What you hear? Y'all, I have to stop talking to listen. Because Grulu, because Zulu, he don't get bent out of shape for nothing, especially not this early in the morning. So I had to stop talking and listen. See if he heard something. But anyway, good morning to everybody. But so yeah, I was about to go to bed. And I was already just thankful for the day that I had. Thankful, just for another year passed by. But then also for me to be able to have rest, relaxation, for me to catch up with some of my friends. Just a lot of things that I was grateful for. But I checked that front door before I went to bed, y'all. I knew was some more boxes out there. And I'm like, what? Them boxes had to have come. They had to come after like 6 or 7. They had to have come like around it was time that it got dark. And so I brought them in. So it was just like boxes up on boxes. So I thank y'all. And it's crazy because this is my third year doing the wish list. And I have to say, there are people that support and participate every single year. And one thing that I'm aware of is the people who have supported each year that I've done it. But I'm also noticing the people who have started recently supporting, even from last year to this year, just people. And I do believe that the sector is a generous sector, but I also think that they want to show support to people that they see doing well and doing what they need to do. It's almost like you don't mind helping or doing something nice when you don't have to do it so often, when you don't have to do it all the time. At least that's the standpoint that I look at things. I don't mind. And good morning to everybody coming in. I don't mind helping anybody out if I don't have to do it all the time. If I don't have to do it all the time, y'all. You know, here or there, even with this sector, yes, I shade the people all the time because it's a lot of things that people should be doing as adults that they don't. But I think that when you get so accustomed to getting cash apps, a slew of cash apps, or begging for a slew of cash apps regularly, and putting up wish lists for every single thing that you ever need or want, it takes away the appreciation. It gives you a sense of entitlement. It makes you begin to believe that people owe you something. And people don't owe you a motherfucking thing. It's nice to be able to help whenever you can, but people don't owe. And that goes to what I saw going on with the commentary last night with Chat Rep. Which, and hey, told to breed caramel latte, everybody. I was shocked that this conversation lasted as long as it did. They started it over on Pizarro's, and then after Pizarro was live for like 7 or 8 hours about it, then it carried over to Brianna's, and I think Brianna might have been live for like 3 or 4 hours. And y'all, yep, ODS is one of the people. Y'all, ODS purchased from my wish list this year, and I was actually shocked that he did it. I was shocked that he did it. Fates purchased from my wish list. It's a few other people that purchased, but I don't name people just because I don't know if they want me to. But it's Brianna and Pettyville purchased from my wish list. A lot of people did, and I'm really appreciative of them very much. Um, but the argument yesterday, there was a whole big panel that went on for hours about chat rep being ungrateful. And chat rep, I'm not saying that you are ungrateful. I'm just speaking about what they were talking about. ODS said, I purchased from your wish list this year because we've been cool since I came to the sector and I've seen a change and want to support in a small way. Thank you, ODS. And your contribution did help. ODS supported my wish list, and as soon as his gift came in, I was able to put it to use. On my wish list, y'all, I listed these Alexa Fire Stick remote control holders, and they glow in the dark. And I thought that that was just cute to have for my remote control, but also it aids as a protector, and that way if Zulu actually get a hold of my remote control is safe. But then the covers glow in the dark, so it allows me to be able to find and locate my remote control even in the dark. So I thought it was a cute gift, and ODS blessed me by getting it off my wish list. And it's being put to use. Very much appreciated. Hey, Miss T Velocity. Hey. And yeah, but so they were saying that chat rep was ungrateful. But I think this is the problem with the beef sector being too generous, because I think where it might have went wrong, if it is in fact truthful that she was ungrateful, because again, I missed bits and pieces. Yeah, Miss T, it was a very nice gift. All of the gifts that people purchased were very, very nice for me, and stuff that I didn't necessarily need, but I wanted it. And I'm telling you why, for different things, why that it was going to help for me to incorporate. Because that's one thing, when I put stuff on there, it's not stuff that I'm not going to use. It's always stuff that I'm going to use. It's not just because I'm begging just to beg or anything like that. It's just a wish list for my birthday. But so yeah, I think the sector spoils people, especially new people, because the sector lately has started showing so much support to people right out the gate when the people are just new coming around. I wonder if Chat Rep expected a certain amount of help and support in this second cooking competition for the lasagna, because so many people in the sector were so ready to help during the first competition, which was the macaroni competition. What you say, Miss T? Hey, Gordo. Hey, KK. I believe that because people blessed her and sponsored her for that competition that she wanted to do, for a dish that she wanted to try to make, that kind of gave her a little bit of a spoiled mentality, that once this next competition came, that people were going to make sure that she had everything that she needed for this next one. And now you are seeing a level of entitlement that you are disappointed in seeing, but many times the sector sets people up to be this way. Long ago were the days when people actually had to come up in here and actually put in some type of work. Even when it comes to cooking competitions, y'all, for the most part, if you entering in the competition, you buy the stuff yourself. Because when you win the prize money yourself, you're not going to be sharing that with anybody. So what sense does it make? Where does the logic come in that you would assume that other people are supposed to share in the cost of you getting your ingredients, but when you win the prize, you're not sharing the prize? It's almost like that fable, that kid story about the little red hen, where the little red hen did all this work trying to make the bread. Ain't nobody want to help to make the bread. Then once the bread finally got made, the hen ate the bread. Everybody came ready to eat. This is the same thing that I kind of saw what was going on, except everybody pitched in to help with the thing. And then when the prize comes along, nothing is really given back. People even were saying that Chat Rep hasn't really cashed out any content creators up in the sector. She hasn't really done anything to help many people up in the sector at all. And it's like, wow. So you do all of this stuff to try to help the person, but then when you look at the track record with the person only being known of for the last year, and out of all the crises that we've seen come and go in the beef sector, that person hasn't helped, not one person hasn't helped one time, not once. Good morning, Mike Lewis, Chubby Panda, everybody, KK. Y'all really got to sit back and think about that. And y'all, let me drink some water. My voice is getting cracked. Y'all have to think about that, because it's like, what? I mean, not to put people on the spot, but how many times has Dovey needed something? And Chat Rep might not have had donate to Dovey, or all the countless storms that people done went through. You know what? And when I say certain things, I mean whenever it's really a dire need. And it's not to put the soulness on Chat Rep to say that she is obligated to do anything. Currently, I'm using her as the example because I heard everybody speaking on Pizarro's about her. So that's the only reason why she is the example currently. But it just makes you think because Sean clicked on the link and Sean was asking her if she had contributed to other people. And she said no. She said people haven't contributed to her. But what people fail to realize up in this sector is even if a content creator themselves doesn't contribute to you, even if the content creator themselves don't contribute, what you are failing to realize is those subbies that did, those subbies who did contribute stopped what they could have did for somebody else for you. And it got me to thinking about her being ungrateful about the things that she had. Good morning, Misunderstood and Angel Ray. And I thought it out, and y'all, I didn't bring up this example because then that would have been people saying that I'm making stuff about me. But do y'all know how many subbies were stuck between if they wanted to donate for chat rep to win this competition or if they wanted to do something for my birthday? And at that particular point, they had a choice to make. And if they made the choice and chose chat rep, that's what they chose. But chat rep, you have to understand that because we all share the same subbies, a lot of the times when they do go out their way to help you in any type of way that they can, they are drawing a line in the sand of what they could have done with their hard-earned money that they made. So that's why it's best to be grateful. But when you start off these competitions off the rip with people getting sponsors and things like that, people going to expect it. Essentially, you are showing people how to treat you. And they're going to expect a sponsor every single time. You going to enter the competition expecting somebody to sponsor you to get your ingredients for the competition, expecting people to cash out you along the way during the competition, and expecting to win the pot at the end of the competition? Now that's a little bit much, don't you think? Hey, crazy stuff. Good morning. Good morning, Kimberly. Good morning to everybody. Misunderstood. Oh, and that was another thing. Even though the Intels blessed me with some cash apps yesterday, y'all, they was joking with me saying that I wanted to see Misunderstood do her own cooking challenge because I wanted to sexually objectify her. And that's not true. I missed most of the competition that they had for the lasagna. So where everybody talking about what Misunderstood had on, I did know that she had on like a button down something, but I wasn't looking at her in that type of way. And I was in and out of the competition as well, watching it because that was my birthday. That day was my birthday, so I had a lot that I was doing. But anyway, I had the bright idea that I think it would be something to see to have Misunderstood go on the spaceship and it be herself. If it's not herself, it's her and maybe one or two people. Not a whole panel, but just one or two. And I wanted to see Misunderstood try to prepare and cook chitlins for the first time. I think that that would be the funniest thing ever. Because what I found interesting with these cooking competitions is it seems that Misunderstood is always trying to cook something that she really doesn't eat. And I think that trying to see her cook chitlins would be funny. I would probably put a couple of dollars up in the pot to watch her cook chitlins. Not because I want to look at her body, but because I want to see how she's going to maneuver. I did enjoy it, Miss T. I really did. I want to see how she's going to maneuver. And I have to be honest, I've never cooked a chitlin a day in my life. I don't even eat them. But I do know that from my relatives who do cook chitlins and eat chitlins, it's like a long ass process. And I want to see if Misunderstood can do it. Because everybody talking about she did in the competition, she was Googling everything. Well, the only way, Misunderstood eat them. The only way that y'all can really see Misunderstood try to cook something without Google is to let her try to cook some chitlins. I think it'd be funny. but misunderstood like chitlins, which I think is crazy because she don't eat macaroni. She don't eat. She don't eat lasagna, but she like chitlins. So yeah, that was my thing. But yeah, I think that we spoil people. We do too much with the competition, and I think that's where that was. That's what I saw that coming from. Like Fates, it seems that the main argument that was happening on Pizarro's that I tuned in to see, y'all, was Fates Yaya on Friday. Fates Yaya, I think it was on Friday. Fates Yaya asked Chat Rep on a panel how much did she need to get the remainder of her ingredients. Because if I'm not mistaken, Fates Yaya was on the panel that Chat Rep was on, and Chat Rep needed a couple of more things from the store. And Faith asked Chat Rep how much did she need to get the remainder of her ingredients for the lasagna competition. At that particular time, Chat Rep said she needed $50. Faith Yaya said a subbie that was in the chat heard Chat Rep say that she needed $50. So that subbie in the chat cashed out Chat Rep $30. So once that $30 was cash out to Chat Rep for the rest of her lasagna ingredients, Faith said that she realized that Chat Rep only needed $20 at that point. So she cashed out Chat Rep $25 for the lasagna. So on that panel, when asked how much she needed in order to be able to get all of her ingredients, she said $50. She ended up walking away with $55 because of Fates in the subbie. Okay, so y'all got it? Good. And hey, Sally O'Malley and everybody and Jake Smith. Good. Okay, so once she had that, what Fates Yaya has a problem with now is that Fates Yaya saw Chat Rep go from on other panels and I guess in the other sectors asking for money for her ingredients. And I think that Fates is upset about it because Chat Rep went into these other sectors on other panels asking for money for the ingredients after she had already just told the beef sector that she only needed $50. So the subbie sent her 30 and Fates Yaya sent her 25. So there was a whole argument over there on Pizarro's on whether or not Chat Rep scammed. Would y'all think that that was scamming? Oh, Misunderstood said it was on my channel. It was on my channel. Okay, so Misunderstood said it was on her channel where Chat Rep got, where Fates gave Chat Rep the money. Okay, thank you for that clarification. So yeah, Miss T Velocity, it was a big argument over there. What up, Tut? Queen V Tut. Hey. And hey, Joy Queen, everybody prayed up. Prayed up says she sponsored Chat Rep for the mac and cheese challenge. Okay. And Prayed Up said it's not scamming, but it was unnecessary. Misunderstood said, I think she was trying to make her coin. Yeah. And I think that was the biggest thing that Fates had a problem with. Is that, hey, over here on Misunderstood's platform, we made sure that you had what you needed because she said she needed 50. They made sure she had 55. But then to see her in other sectors on panels asking for more rub people the wrong way. And I understand that. And y'all, if we want to be honest, in the beef sector, we've seen this before already. A lot of the times in this sector, we see a lot of this behavior and we just forgot that we saw it. We've seen a lot of things like this happen and forget. Do y'all remember about a year? I think it was a year or two ago. I want to say it might have been about 2 years ago. When ZT had this whole issue in the sector where he was about to be evicted. Do y'all remember? He was about to be evicted. He was behind on his rent, XYZ, blah, 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 blah. He asked people for money. And so many people up in the sector cash out to him to make sure that he wasn't evicted. only for after us cash apping him a week later, he was in Vegas. Y'all remember? A week after, he wound up right in Las Vegas. After telling the sector that he needed money because he was about to lose a roof over his head. Even I was one of the people that cash at him at that particular time because I never saw him come out here with a crisis like about to be evicted ever before. And so I cashed out him to help. But then he turned around and went to Vegas with it, y'all. And then when people who had donated questioned him about what are you doing on vacation in Vegas if you're about to be evicted, then he came out cussing everybody out who asked him a question. He cussed out the people who had donated. He came through cussing out the people, hey Vashti and viewers of you. And I don't know if y'all remember that, but that really did happen. Miss T Velocity said, when you give from the heart, when you give from the heart, so it doesn't matter to me, but I understand the plight. Hey, Miami Popo, Angel Ray, everybody, Duke Stone, everyone. But so that was a big ordeal when people thought that ZT made up a story about being evicted in order for people to help him, and then he turned around and went to Vegas. Hey, Yip. And now it's something similar happening with Chat Rep needing money for the rest of her ingredients. And people gave it to her, but then she turned around and went and asked other people in other sectors for more. So it's almost like I feel like in this sector we start doing too much for people too soon. And I think these cooking challenges, people are going to expect to make the same amount, if not more, than what they made at the previous cooking challenge. And I foresee it being a problem going forward if people try, because people are feeling entitled to certain things. There's that. Not only that, but people really expect to be paid to cook and eat. Like you are cooking the food for you and your household. You and your household will enjoy the food. So why not just be a part of the challenge just for the fun of being a part of the challenge? What happened to the days when you just had the street cred in the beef sector cred of winning a competition and you were not doing it solely motivated for a cash prize or cash apps? No, I didn't go to Grant. I wasn't at Grant Park, Gip. Gip, you thought you saw me, Gip? Gip thought he saw me at Grant Park. I wasn't at Grant Park. But yeah, so that's that. So they spoke more about it over there on Brianna's as well. But I just think that you should be grateful for the smallest thing. Chat Rep, I guess she haven't been around for the days where we all have gone through the point of sometimes you can get any cash out no matter what it is for. And you okay with that. You okay with not getting anything for whatever your endeavor might be. I don't think that that Chat Rep was around for the days. Y'all know one of these B sector staples that we have here. We know and love her to death. Miss Virginia. Chat Rep ain't been around here to get one of Miss Virginia's good old $2 cash apps. Chat Rep ain't been around long enough to see that. Chat Rep ain't been around here long enough to get one of them good old cash apps where Miss Virginia wake up one morning and she want to bless you and she send you $2 too. She ain't been around to see that. And you know something? People be grateful for that $2. That's $2 that you didn't have. People be grateful. I guess to this point now, people are so used to getting $20 here, $30 there. Right, ODS. The $2. I gotta put his comment up here. The $2. Oh wait. Dang, the chat. I'm trying to select this thing on thing and it won't select, or maybe it's a delay on my end. But his comment said the $2, and she came and hit the panel to announce it, which she did. And Miss Virginia would be offended as all hell if you came trying to throw her shade about the $2 that she blessed you with. If you got on this damn YouTube application after she reached up in her purse to bless you with $2 and then you complained about it, she had a problem with you. Rightfully so. Because I think what people fail to think about on the grand scale of things is during them days when Miss Virginia just randomly send you $2. Who's to say that she had not sent $2 to 10 different people up in this damn sector? Who's to say? Who's to say that same morning she woke up and sent your black ass $2, that she didn't pick 10 people within the sector to bless that morning, and you happen to be one of the 10? So $2 was what you got. $2 was your cut of what she could afford. $2 is what she wanted to give, and she was giving this during the height of the pandemic. Plus, she was an entrepreneur with a hair salon, and she was giving this $2 to people during the time where the states had shut down operations of beauty salons, barbershops, nail shops, any type of area where it was a shared space, a location. Beauty, beauty care industry was going downhill. The restaurants were going downhill. People were shutting down their business, trying to get the PPP loan, having to fire or unemploy some of their workers and things like that. And even during all of that, Virginia still was sending $2 to people. How can you be ungrateful about it? And that's just real. But because so many people have entered this sector after the days of that, now all they see is quick money and fast money, and they were not even here to see the ups and downs, the hiccups, and the highs and the lows that happened prior to getting to this point. Some people come and just see dollar signs over here. And I think that's the problem. Sally O'Malley said, if she blessed me and the mod times her out, she said she want a refund, whether it's $2, $5, or $7. Okay, y'all, so she put a name on it. She throwing a shot at me. So moderators, don't time her out. Because she said if she blessed me, she gonna expect a refund. Speaking of which, if you didn't bless me before, you're more than welcome to bless me now. The wish list, if you want to participate, you can. A cash out, you can, but it's not necessary. But either way, yeah, Miss Virginia, I think that she was trying to spread her wealth at a particular time where I know that her industry was getting hit hard by the pandemic, y'all. Yup, Queen V took the last $2. Hey, Lady Step. Good morning, everybody. Happy belated birthday to Lady Step. So, people said that it's unnecessary how chat rep was, but some people say it's not scamming. Fakes Yaya said it is scamming, and yesterday Fakes Yaya was demanding a full refund of her $25 that she used to help chat rep. Fakes Yaya wants her $25 back. That whatever the $25 that she sold into trying to help chat rep have the last ingredients for her lasagna dish, she wants her money back. And it's quite alright to request your money back. That's quite all right. Now, as far as me being grateful of everybody who showed out for me, y'all, me watching Chat Rep come under this storm yesterday, I was already grateful, but it made me even more grateful, and again made me want to make sure that before anything was said and done, I came here and thanked everybody for any contribution that they did towards my birthday. Because at the end of the day, what they did towards my birthday was helping me. They showed me that they thought about me. And you have to look at it. My birthday is September 2nd. People just had to pay their rent on September 1st. And in spite of it all, y'all, even when they just had to pay their rent, pay their water bill, the gas bill, the light bill, get the groceries for their kids on the 1st of September. On the 2nd of September, they thought of my black ass and sent me a cash out. Bought some off my wish list. Whatever they could. And I'm appreciative. I'm appreciative. Sometimes people get so centered around self that they don't even think about the logistics of the days. And it's like, hell, people having to pay their bills and shit, keep their head afloat. Because that's one thing too. We expect cash outs from the subbies. Now y'all, follow me. We expect cash outs from the subbies. We expect them to participate with our wish list. We expect all these things. We expect them to let go of their own responsibility to try to bless us with something. Because we done been here for hours. We come here every day. This is work for us, XYZ. But then as soon as that same subby come around in 2 or 3 weeks and need a blessing because I'm about to get evicted, I couldn't pay my rent. Y'all know they gonna drag the subby. Y'all know it. Don't we do that? Don't we do that around here? We expect people to use their hard-earned money to support us. And then when they come across a hard time, heaven forbid, they get drugged for being irresponsible and not doing what they need to do. They get drugged for being broke because they came out here and asked for something because they might have overspent. My mom and my grandparents used to call it counting your chickens before they hatch. Every now and then we all have been guilty of counting our chickens before they hatch. Well, you see you got all of these eggs right here and you thinking all these eggs gonna hatch to perfection and I'm gonna have all of these little baby chicks. But you count them chickens before they hatch and you end up overspending. But in this sector, we'll drag and laugh at the person, but at the same time, we expect a blessing from them, a handout and stuff. It's interesting. So yeah, I'm appreciative to the people that was able to bless me. And I'm appreciative to the people who come and look at my video, who gives me a like. I'm appreciative to the people who comment under my community wall posts. Appreciative to the people who've been looking out. Y'all, it's so many bush subbies that will sometimes email me from time to time to let me know what's going on up in the streets, and not in a messy way. Y'all remember for a little while I had a lot of people touched up in their spirit where they was trying to call probation on me for any old little thing. I cussed them out. Now they trying to call probation. I told them no, they can't click my link to get on my panel. Now you trying to call probation. I said, lovely love, your food look like dog food. You can't cook. She ready to call probation. You know, it was people doing that. And it's so many bush babies that was really alarmed by that and would email me right away and say, this is what they over there trying to do, J.Dunn. This is the video in which it was said. This is what they are trying to do. And would give me the timestamp and everything. Even right there, that's not a monetary gain at all. But it's nice because it's showing that Subbie actually cared enough about my well-being to be like, J.Dunn, this is making me uncomfortable. Even if you were not bothered by it, it's making me uncomfortable, and I need you to know this is the video, this is the minute mark, this is the timestamp. And I appreciate that. Hey, December baby. Hey, Michael Barlow. Hey, everybody. So, yeah, the subbies out here, they support in different ways. But you should not always get accustomed to getting some type of monetary gain from them, because everybody got bills. Everybody got bills up in this damn sector. And I damn sure ain't going to, I would hope that you don't let your own bills go in order to bless me for my birthday. So I thank you for showing out. And y'all, I have to tell y'all, I even ended up getting that weight set that I had on my wish list, y'all. I got it Saturday night, late Saturday night. It was one of those packages that was out there at the door. And I didn't even know that it was bought. Because my last time checking the wish list to see what I was bought on there was like early Saturday morning. And on Saturday morning, once I saw what I was bought and I was able to look to see what all I've already received, then I was like, okay, so that's it. I thought it was the end of that. Y'all, I went out there, and like I said, I had just taken my melatonin. I was ready for bed, child. Went out there and I saw the boxes. I saw one box that was a little big, but not huge at all. And then I saw a couple of boxes on top of it, a little envelope on top of it, all this kind of stuff. So, I picked up those boxes off of the box that was at the bottom, that was at the foundation. And then I went on ahead, put that up in the house, and then I came back for the box that was right there sitting on the concrete on the ground. I called myself just leaning out of my screen door trying to pick it up. Y'all, when I tell y'all, my eyes and my mind, because I didn't know anybody bought that weight set, totally underestimated the weight in that box. Child, out. Thought I was about to grab it, y'all. If I had a bad back, I would have took my back out of here. You hear me? So by that point, I was taken aback. I'm like, the hell? This thing heavy. I'm like, what the hell? So now I'm struggling with it, y'all. I said, that's a damn shame. The fact that I put a weight set up on there in order for me to build, to build my strength and my muscle, and the struggle that I had trying to wiggle that box up in here from outside my front door. But y'all, I finally was able to get that box on up in here, and I opened it up, and sure enough, it was that weight set where somebody came through in the clutch and got me that. So I got to put that together and everything, and I'm grateful to that. But it just let me see the fact that I was having a hard time even picking the box up to put it inside. Definitely lets me know that I'm going to put those weights to good use in strength train, because I got to get stronger. I got to get stronger, y'all. Now that I'm getting older, I got to get stronger. And that's that. But I'm grateful to everything. Let me go ahead and get my link. I'm going to drop it, y'all, just to have a little chit chat if anybody wants to come up. This is like a very laid back, mellow live. Y'all, what is interesting too that made this a birthday blessing as well is it's really something to have a birthday, y'all, and know that you have overcome every single obstacle that ever came in your way that year. Y'all don't know how special my birthday felt to me to know that I worked hard as hell this year and got every court fine paid, every court fee paid, every dang on probation fee paid, whatever paid when it comes to all that legal shit that I had at the beginning of the year. Y'all don't know how good it felt to have my birthday and know that at the beginning of this year, throughout this year, I was responsible to get all of my real shit behind me and taken care of in the interim. Y'all, that felt good. I ain't even gonna lie. It was just something like, damn. That's what it costs to be responsible. To make sure you get all that shit paid. That's what it feels like. Because the 30-year-old me would have had let that shit catch up to me. I wouldn't have been paying it. I'd have wanted to spend my own money on other things instead of what I need to spend and be responsible about all of the legal stuff that I had to go through this year. But the 37-year-old me, because I just turned 37, prioritized that shit and said, fuck whatever you want. This is what you need to do. And I did it, y'all, and it feels good. Queen Tut,
Hey, J.Dunn.
this you?
Yes, it's
Yes,
me.
it's me. Thank you so much for blessing my platform today. You know something? You just made my birthday. You did.
Well,
Well,
J.Dunn, I
J.
know
Dunn,
I
I
had
know
to
I had to
come, or
come,
the
or
next
the
time
next
you
time
see me
you see
somewhere,
me
you going to
somewhere, you
cuss me
gonna
out.
cuss me out. I was. But you know, I even had to rethink that because I said, now that I'm 37, do I need to cuss out Queen V Tut? Do I need to?
No, you didn't
No, you
need
didn't
to.
need
I
to.
told you I
I
just
told you
had
I
to
just had to
catch you
catch you
when you was
when you was
alive
alive
again.
again. Okay, that's good. Did you keep up with anything with the lasagna challenge and all that, Queen Tut?
Girl, I
Oh,
was
they
right
said it's
there.
an echo. Wait a second. It's me. Thank you, ODS. Thank you. I gotta put the echo cancellation. Hold on one second. I always forget. Okay, Queen Tut. I'm always so used to being up here by myself that I forget to turn that on whenever I have a guest up here. So my bad.
Well, I didn't know if it was me. I heard it too, but I know I
No,
had
it
to
wasn't
shut
you.
that
It
down.
was it was me. It was me.
Okay, at the competition, yes, I watched every minute of it.
What did you think about it?
um, it was a good contest. I hope Pizarro don't stop because it can be entertaining and everything else. Now the first one, yeah, Uppity kept talking and everything else. If somebody could just put a rein on her and rein her in a little bit more, I could see how she could be useful in the competition. I did love Demetra. I loved her little outfit, her setup, the whole 9 yards of it.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to the deal with the, let's see, the sponsoring people,
Uh-huh.
I believe that. And yeah, I like Shaq Rap. I'm beginning to like her and everything else. Now, yesterday she did turn me off about how she felt like she was owed something because nobody owes anybody anything out here. I have
Mm-hmm.
nieces at in my real life that need help, and if I'm gonna give some money to somebody, I can just give it to them. I don't
Right.
have to come on YouTube to find people to give money to.
Mm-hmm.
Um, as you know, I work basically 6 days a week most of the time. So it ain't like I'm working to give my money away to somebody else. So
Mm-hmm.
if she had a wish list, I wish she would have just made it clear that they could go over there to help her. I think she felt like, well, since I'm getting some money, let me can get as much money as I can. And she basically in my head turned it into like a money grab.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something that she needs to understand. She'll turn a lot of people off. It also was the back and forth to me when it came to her going over the Nest channel and trying to make it. In, I ain't gonna say Nest feel to head, but they were talking about how the competition should be ran, and they got in her head a little bit.
I agree with that. That happened Saturday, early Saturday, because I caught a little bit of that pre-show where Brianna and them was doing the sauce. Brianna and Joanna was making the sauce. I think it was Brianna and Joanna. And then I heard them talking about Ness and them was on the other channel. So I went over to Ness to see what was going on. And I agree. But see, that makes me see that Chat Rep don't have a mind of her own. Because if I'm not mistaken, the main people that was filling her head with all this bullshit were the people that were not in the macaroni challenge, and they were also the people that were not even aware of what Chat Rep got or made during that macaroni challenge. So how do you let the people that didn't participate and got absolutely nothing the previous week tell you how you should handle things this week?
Well, I feel like Chat Rap is doing what she's supposed to do, and she's going to different people channels and listening to them. But like you said, that right there, the negativity part, what threw her off, because they was, none of their business of how the money supposed to be divided up. If this one thing I wish Pizarro would do, stop letting people make up rules as they go along also, because really the issue to me came in when Bree wanted the special pre-show thing. That was part of the problem too.
Uh-huh.
Said it, do what you're gonna say, you're gonna say what you're gonna do, and do what you say you're gonna do. Do not keep on making different changes, and that's where the confusion came in. I mean, TC TC came up yesterday and was talking about certificates and all that. That's the problem now. A lot of these young people, they came up in the age where you get participation trophies. In my day, it's either you win or you lose. It wasn't no just because you showed up, you get something. And that's what got a lot of people messed up, younger people messed up right long and now. Just because
Uh-huh.
you came don't mean you get something. You
Right.
either win or you lose. It's cut and dry.
But see, this is another thing too that I think that the B sector did to make people spoiled, because I rant and raved about this for at least a week, because after they saw everybody give love that participation prize over there in the titty contest, not everybody assumes that they should get one.
Yeah, that was
We taught people that we will reward mediocre titties. And if we out here rewarding mediocre titties with a first place win and tons of cash outs, then not everybody think they mediocre. The mediocre meatball can get the cash out. The mediocre spaghetti, mediocre chicken wing, a mediocre macaroni, a mediocre lasagna, everything, because we helped Lovely Love win over there in the black sector.
true. Well, I didn't participate in that because I don't want to see nobody titties. I'm sorry. That
Well,
ain't my thing.
I didn't vote. I was over there watching the titties. You know I was, but I
I
didn't get
know
my
you
vote to
was.
Lovely Love. I ain't give it to Lovely Love.
Well, my thing is, you got the blind leading the blind. You had Ness come out here needing a wish list for an apartment. You should have just told Chat Rap that her best advice to her would have been just put you a wish list. But no, she meant to divide, to see that put in that seed of division in this Chat Rap's head, and that's what happened. I think she's a good girl and everything else, and she can be funny. But then Chat Rap think everybody know who she is. You ain't been here long enough for everybody to know who you are and everything else. I think she's quite hilarious. And I
Mm-hmm.
have been over in her chat. I have not dropped down yet, because you know me, I don't drop down everywhere.
Yeah.
I might watch it. That just don't mean I'm just gonna drop down.
Uh-huh.
Um, but and then somehow she thinks she don't got to be a superstar. But I don't understand, but okay.
Yeah, I mean, what I was telling her on Pizarro's last night in chat rep, the link is there if you wanted to come. Cause chat rep up in the chat. My thing is, I believe that because she's just got, like, she's been around the sector watching, but she just started being like a person that's in the forefront now. And I told her that the support, it comes with time. Um, the cash apps, all of that, that comes with time. And it's factual. I think with whenever I was like heavily doing content, at that time, you might get a cash out here or there. But for the most part, back then, people would prefer the super chat. At that time, people wasn't comfortable with cash apping people back then because they had like their real name and stuff on there. So back then, you had to actually wait until you got to the point of being monetized before you even got any blessings like that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
So you have to put in the work because back in that day, people were so deathly afraid of being doxxed that they wouldn't even really do cash apps like that. They would prefer to do a super chat to you, and they can't super chat you if your channel isn't monetized, and you can't be monetized until you do so many watch hours and all this mess. And then once you do all that and get monetized, then you got a little bit of support. But right out the gate, okay, chat rep. But right out the gate, it wasn't like that where you just got it. Now, and actually back then, people made fun of Mona for always asking for a cash out.
That's what I finna say. Now, that who brought that Cash App into the B sector was that Mona Simone on the Cash App.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because I remember all that when you had to upload everything else, and I used to do the super chats and everything. Yeah, but if I like you, I Cash App you. I don't care if you see my name called come this way, you in trouble anyway.
Right, right. And yeah, Mike Lewis, I had a good birthday. I really did. Now I have to say shout out to my daddy because him and his wife called me yesterday, even though my birthday was Saturday. But I even with that, I had to say it's a thought to count because I knew damn well once Saturday had went and I didn't hear from him, I said, now watch, he gonna call. I don't know why, but it's a few of my relatives that they always either call the day before or they call the day after. Hell, I got one uncle that typically called me in the middle of September to say happy birthday. And I'm like, my birthday was 2 weeks ago. But it lets me know that I'm getting older and so are they.
Yes, we forget. Is Chat Rap coming up? Chat Rap coming up?
Yeah, she said give her a minute.
Okay, because I like to just talk to her from a subscriber point of view, and because I felt like she felt like everybody was ganging up on her, but I too have no channel Chat Rap, and I would like to talk to you if I possibly could.
Yeah. Yeah, she said give her a minute. So yeah, she will probably end up coming up. But yeah, he ended up calling me yesterday and I think it was funny because we ended up talking a long time. And we started talking about serious stuff, about my life and my retirement, what I got set up and the life insurance and just stuff like that. Which are conversations that as adults now we should be having with our parents because everybody is getting up in age.
Yes, I make sure I still hope. I mean, it's a blessing that I still have both my mother and my father. And
Mm-hmm.
I make sure a lot of times they'll call. In past times, people would call me. I say I ain't answering my phone, but I
Mm-hmm.
make sure now. Anytime my mother or father calls, I pick up that phone
Right.
because, like, my father's like 85 and my mom is 83.
Okay. Yep.
So
Mm-hmm.
you don't want to go back having those regrets that they called me and I didn't answer the phone. It's a
Mm-hmm.
that would be a bad feeling. I know it would
Mm-hmm.
have to be.
That is true. Now, one thing that I can say, when my daddy did call yesterday, the first you want to know the first thing that I said as soon as I picked up the phone?
Yes.
I said, what the hell wrong with you? He bust out laughing too. I said, what the hell wrong with you? He said, I'm calling for your birthday. I said it was yesterday, but thank you. I be talking to him crazy too, but that's the thing. My daddy got the sense of humor. I got my sense of humor from him, Queen V Tut. So just like I give it to him, he give it back to me. Yesterday when we were talking about all them affairs that need to be in order, and I told him because for the longest I was trying to get him to get his own life insurance because I got life insurance for him, but I told him no, it shouldn't just be me. You need to get your own. So he finally did get his own. And we were talking about that and laughing about that. And I had told him, I said, if you wouldn't have got your own life insurance, I said, you think it's funny. But I sure would have something happened to you. Your wife would have had to go to Jackson Square and tap dance, and we would have put a hat right there in front of her so that people could go through the French Quarter in New Orleans and put her a couple of pennies. I
No,
said,
you didn't.
I did. And all he could do was laugh. Him and her laugh. I said, if y'all wasn't getting y'all act together, that's what was going to happen. I was going to send her right out there to New Orleans in the French Quarter, and she was going to have to do some tap dancing with the hat.
I am visualizing a lady out there tap dancing with a case in front of her with a hat on.
Girl, yes. And they couldn't do nothing but laugh. I said, y'all ain't gonna worry me with the final expenses.
You a mess, honey. You a whole mess.
Yeah, I am. But now that I done let him know about that in life, that I'm not afraid to send your wife out there to tap dance. You better have your shit in order.
Not send his wife out there tap dance.
You better have your shit in order, sir.
Ooh, I hate it for the lady out there tap dancing. Ooh, Lord.
Sure will. I mean, that's what it's there for. That's what it's there for. She'll have to go out there for a good weekend. Get her some donations up in the hat.
That whole weekend.
The whole weekend. Yeah. Child, I be talking crazy with them just like I talk with everybody else.
Well, J.Dunn, I know with you, it ain't an act. You are who you are, honey.
Oh yes, I am. I really, really am, and he know. And so yeah, that was funny. But they got their act right and stuff. So they doing what they supposed to do. It took a little while, but they doing what they supposed to do. Queen V Tut. And you know something, I can't even be upset with it because now at least things looking the way that I want it to look.
Okay, well that's the good part about it. That is the good part.
Yeah, because I know I'm doing my part with anything that might be needed later on. But as adults, we all need to do it. And
That's
I'm a
true.
firm believer in it. You know, we all need to do it because I don't want it on my shoulders. Not because I'm the only child. I'm his only child too. And I don't got time for y'all to stress me out.
Yes. Because right now my mama, she's under the weather. And my baby sister said, well, cause she stayed up down near you. She was saying that, well, I'm just gonna give you some money. I feel like I'm just throwing money at it, but it's me and I have another sister. We're here in town with our parents.
Mm-hmm.
So I've taken on the role of, so my mama still at 80 something was trying to make sure my dad had something to eat every day, whether it was warming up stuff from the day before. And he called me Friday, you know, your mom ain't doing good. You know, she ain't even cooking. That was my cue that he need me to cook for him. So here I am. I went out Saturday and went just to Sam's and bought a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna grill out today to make sure that he's fine at the house while she under the weather and can't do for him. And then that'll make it easier on everybody. My older sister is retired, so she has time to make sure they have their daily needs and everything. Yes. So I have somebody I can lean on. Unlike you being an only child, it's three of us, and we can divide up some of these duties. But like I had to keep reminding him, you do know I work, right? I can't do all that.
Mm-hmm. That is true. And that was one thing too. Like even with back to what we were saying about the chat rep. Yeah, Queen V Tut, she work a lot. And she listened to a lot of the foolishness while she working. And I can say that it's a lot of people out here that just listen to us to laugh every day, and to pass time up in their regular lives, all while they working. And they have their own things that they have to think about, like even with you and your parents.
Yeah, my parents. I mean, I'm spending my money like I want to. I don't been on at least 3 trips, 3 or 4, and still got about 2 more to go for the end of the year.
Oh, that's good. That is real good, Queen V Tut.
Now I can't wait till I retire and start traveling. You might as well get it in while you able to walk around and do what you want to do, and you don't have to have no aid or no wheelchair, no walker. Cause
Mm-hmm.
wait till retirement, you might not get there.
Right. That's true. And that's the thing. Because my daddy, he is 64. He's 64. So, he not really old per se, but still, he need to get his stuff in order.
Yeah, it's around that time. I'm a good ways off from retirement, but
Mm-hmm.
I know what my Social Security would be looking like. I know what my 401k look like. I know what I got in place. But who's to say you're gonna make it to that?
Right.
So I already got everything lined up to everything. Well, as you know, I had 2 daughters, so I lost one. So I
Mm-hmm.
know my youngest daughter would get everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Everything, even the last check, don't already been signed over to her.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. That's the crazy thing too, because yeah, all of it. I remember when it happened with my mama, she passed away, and her last income taxes came to me. I mean, down to every single thing, even the last tax returns, all of it come to the person the sole person.
Yes, you have to make those arrangements. And it's not something that no one wants to think about, but it's something that you need to think about.
Hmm. Otherwise, you might have a child like me who gonna let you know that your wife gonna have to tap dance, and that's just the bottom line. And then that's what he said, that he finally got the insurance, but they have a 2-year grace period on it. Cause I guess now the insurance companies and everybody need to know this if y'all don't have it yet. Okay, chat rep, I see. I'm about to bring you up. I don't know if y'all know this, but now insurance companies are making people have a 2-year waiting period before they will fund anything. So that means if you happen to not get life insurance until right now, that policy won't be in effect if something happened to you until 2 years from today. And I think that's to help them not lose as much money. But essentially, that needs to be kept in mind for anybody that's dragging their feet with it. You can't just automatically get life insurance because you got diagnosed with something fatally ill, and expect it to pay out in 6 months. No, most of these life insurance companies are making people wait 2 years. So it's best to get it as soon as possible. And that way, whenever you do need it, it's there. Chat rep, come back. I was just about to press the button for you to come up. She done left. I was trying to finish that thought before I had brought her up, because I know that she's here to talk about the lasagna, so I didn't want to bring her up while I was making that point.
Well, I hope she comes back.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe her phone rung or something. But yeah, she was right here, and I was just about to press the button here. December baby said, and you only get what you put in it if anything happens to you. Mm-hmm. Miss Toby said it is when Mama passed. I had to plan her funeral and clean her apartment out within 2 weeks. Yeah, it's crazy whenever you have to do it by yourself. Robin put the link again, so hopefully chat rep will be back. But yeah, Queen Vita, I'm happy that you clicked my link because I was getting sick of you always being everywhere else to talk, but you couldn't talk to me. I was getting sick of it, and I
The
just
only other place I talk is over there with Just Lovely. Now you know that.
you be everywhere.
I might be everywhere, but I don't talk everywhere. Unless you don't heard of Zoom now, I'll be over there
I
with
I think I might have saw you over there in the Mo 3 sector one day.
no, I've never been over the Mo 3 sector. No, ma'am.
Now I'm lying on you. Now I'm lying.
Yeah. That one thing like Demetri will be saying, now I'm strictly with the beef hunter. I would let everybody else talk about them and everything else. And no Mo 3 and none of them other sector, black sector. I would
Hmm.
look at some people from time to time, but I'm strictly with the beef. I'm that old lady. Where's the beef from the Wendy's commercial?
Hmm. Yep. And that was the thing. I see one troll up in here trying to talk about the supporters. Look, it is older people up in this sector, but even Queen V Tut, she not that old. Queen V Tut, what you might be up in your 50s, huh?
Yes, I'm in my 50s.
Yeah. So she
But
ain't even that old. Most of the content creators that's the OGs are in their 50s.
and the only thing about it is, hey, I'm in my 50s, but I'm fabulous, honey. And that's when your money get to be what you want it to be. You can control it. You don't curb your spending. You don't got your finances in order. All that other. I ain't worried about the age part.
That is true. And y'all, and one thing too, I actually got to meet Queen V Tut whenever they did the show in Atlanta. She was there. And so I got to meet her in person. So that's why she tolerate me as much as she does.
Yes, I'd be like, I just have sometimes I have to just hold my mouth when I just say, well, that's their opinion. I like J.Dunn.
Yeah,
J.Dunn is a hot mess, but I like her.
I know. And that's the thing. She met me live and up in the flesh. And so that's the reason why. And that's the reason why I could threaten to cuss her out and she just laughed it right on off. Laughed.
Yeah. Because I laugh, but I can cuss also. So don't get it twisted.
I wouldn't even cuss you out, Queen V Tut.
And I appreciate that, J.Dunn. I certainly do, honey.
Now I'm
I,
gonna threaten you. I'm gonna threaten you all day long when I feel the need. But
hey,
don't
it's all
expect me
right.
to act on it. Don't expect me to act on it.
It's all right. I mean, I'm sure a lot of y'all know Diva One. At Diva One, Miss Diva One, know we go at it.
Oh yeah, Diva One. Diva One do be cussing like a sailor.
True, yeah. But
She's
I'm
so
just a lady. That's all. I'm a lady.
chat rep. I know chat rep wasn't just back here being a diva. Y'all, chat rep was back here for maybe 30 seconds and then left. So I'm putting the link again. She put in the back chat, she put that she was here. But before I could complete that sentence to bring her up, then she disappeared again.
So now we being patient with her now. Hey. If she don't want to talk, I understand.
Yeah, I mean, I guess she had to argue and fight so much yesterday that it make her feel some type of way. But I I really don't have a whole bunch to say only because I didn't watch everything like I really wanted to. And I may actually go through and red ball through that cooking challenge and just try to catch a few little highlights of what was going on because people said it was a good challenge overall.
It was, and she had a good delivery. She was funny when she was making her lasagna.
Hmm.
She did have some big old chunks of mozzarella cheese she was putting in there, and she tore it up with a hand. But it is what it is. Hey, she added some comedy to it, and like I said, I believe if she had not came in already hot, she probably would have did better. But like I said, I think a lot of people don't got to the place where they think that cash apps are automatic, but that's not how it works.
Yeah, I agree. And I think too, It was the epitome of protecting your energy. And I think that was the issue because Chat Rep's energy was off when she came, but I think that it was solely due to the fact that she took Ness's word about certain things instead of seeing for herself. Okay, she back. Okay, let me put her up.
Hello.
Good morning, Chat Rep.
Good morning, J.Dunn. Good morning, Queen Tut. How are you?
Good morning. How are you this morning?
Something wrong with your audio, Chat Rep. Something wrong. Can you hear that, Queen Tut?
Yeah, I heard it.
She gonna come back. But yeah, I think that because Chat Rep didn't get to see what the pre-show was about herself, she came over there with an attitude because it was a pre-show. Hey,
Yeah,
Musty and everybody, and
I
straight out
think it
Savannah.
was a misunderstanding because she said she didn't get it, but I wasn't in the contest and I had heard about the pre-show. And it maybe it was the lines of communication was a little messed up.
Mm-hmm. And hey to Fifi TV and everybody. I agree because the pre-show I first heard about the pre-show happening over on Brianna's. But all it was just for them. They wanted to show them making the sauce ahead of time. That's it. That was all it was. And Pizarro did fundraising for the pot on there, but the pot still was going to be given away on the actual show. They just did the pre-show to let people who wanted to show them making their own sauce be able to be live making the sauce.
Yeah. Like I said, watched Chat Rap. I watched her when she went to the store. And she is funny. She is indeed a hoot out of the goddamn holler.
Okay, she back. Hopefully her audio is better this time. So let me put her back.
Hello. Good morning. Is this better?
Okay, chat rep.
Yes. Is this better?
A
That's
whole
much
lot
better.
better.
Okay. Awesome. So what's going on? I've been in and out. I'm a little bit at work. So what were you guys
Oh,
saying?
I didn't know that you was working. My bad,
Yeah.
chat rep.
No, it's all good. So I just
Yeah,
stepped
I
out.
thought that you were off today because you spent so much time over there arguing on Pizarro's. I was assuming that you was off.
Yeah. 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 I did, but I'm at work today. What were you
Oh,
guys saying?
Well, let me just jump in here and be short and to the point. As a
Mm-hmm.
subscriber, and no, I don't have a channel. Well, I do have one, just ain't never did a live on it. I like you as a content creator. I think that you are very entertaining. I think you're very funny. Me personally, I just don't drop down in everybody's chat. I think that you let people get into your head on Saturday. And me personally, it was a turn off yesterday how you was talking because if you had a wish list, that's something that I didn't know about. I can't say I kept everybody's live, but if you had just said directed us over to the wish list instead of adding it into the competition, separate the lines, make sure it's separated so nobody can get the idea that you so-called scamming. I don't think it's scamming, but I also believe if Faith wants her money, just give it back to her. You'll get it in threefold.
Okay, so to that, yes, ma'am, I do have an Amazon wish list. I did say it yesterday, or I thought I did, and it is on my community wall. People have purchased me gifts. That was one of the things that I wanted to talk about for that lasagna challenge. One of the frustrations that I had was the time. I felt like I was there on time, but then the hour got moved up, and then there were like multiple pre-shows, and I thought it should have been more cleaner if the pre-shows maybe should have been happening on their own channels. I've been in all the cooking competitions thus far, and so that's where my confusion and my frustration lies because you didn't. I want to show you guys more this time, right? I want to show you guys about the pasta that I was making, the pasta sauce, my meat sauce. I felt like you guys didn't see a lot from me. And what I didn't like personally, and like as you know, I didn't like the counting of my money because the money that I did use did go towards my lasagna challenge and my cooking challenge and and my kitchen. I'm sorry. And then if you go on my channel and if you watch it, you see me going to the the grocery store damn near every day. Um, Hell, somebody told me don't even show everything that was given to me towards my Amazon wish list because now it's kind of getting to be too much. I don't like being called a scammer and I don't like being called greedy. That's what I had a problem with.
And I understand that. I'm sorry, J.Dunn, did you want to say something? I'm sorry.
No, I put myself on mute. Since chat rep is at work, I was just being on mute so that y'all could talk.
Okay, well, let me just say this. Now that I know that you have a wish list, I will be going to it. I also work, so I can't catch every live that everybody does. And now that's the only thing. My thing was keep repeating it. That's what happened. You make a video and you assume that everybody sees everything. That's the same thing that happened with the contest. Everybody assumed that everybody knew. So now that I know that you have a wish list, I will be going to it. I will be purchasing something for you. But I still say, and it's up to you. You, in my opinion, just give her back the $25.
Why is that?
Because why would you want bad blood over $25? That $25
But then
that you
why would you send me it? I thought you was giving me $25 for there to be good blood because we had so much bad blood. I thought this was, you
now
know,
let me say
I thought it was a good thing.
I did see the live that happened over there at MU, and it was a good thing because I do remember her asking, "What else do you need?" And you did tell her all that you needed was $50. I didn't see you go to nobody else chat and ask for anything else. But I do know in that live, you specifically asked and said that the only thing you needed was $50 because you named off some of the stuff you had bought.
But
But I
just
think you
not to cut you off, and just because I asked for $50, that didn't mean that I got it. No one gave me any money during that live. So
yes,
when I do
ma'am.
go to somebody else's live, if I'm still asking for $50, maybe that's what I need.
No, ma'am, because in that live, that's the one when Faith said that she had talked to her son and she wanted to bury the hatchet. And
Right.
somebody out of MU's chat super chatted you some money. And Faith said, "Well, I will make up the rest of it." So at that point, you did have the $50.
No, no, ma'am.
Okay, I'm
Well,
definitely
because
not
you,
one that's
because
gonna argue with you.
no, because you don't see my Cash App to prove it, right?
You
So you
said
don't
that the
know what
lady,
I have. You don't know
ma'am.
what I have in my bank.
No, I
But if
don't.
you say I have right, but if you say I have 50, then I have 50. Just because somebody says that they gave me 30, that doesn't mean that they gave me 30. And if they did give me 30, if I still need 50 more, what's wrong with that?
You know what? It's nothing wrong with it. You do your math the way you want to do your math. That's your life. I'm just saying.
Can
Okay,
you
so
give me
I'm coming off.
$50?
And at this point, no. And at this point, you wouldn't get $50.
Can you give me $50?
Probably if you would have gave Yaya back her money, I would have. That's what I'm telling you. If you do
So
the
if
right
I give
thing, good
Yaya
thing.
$25 back, you'll give me 50?
Sure will.
Okay, not a problem. Give me one moment.
Queen V Tut, why you doing this?
Because it it was peace in that with her and Yaya. And I know Yaya did a lot the other day as far as giving back to people. And only thing I know Shadrach is young and she's not gonna get it right now.
But it's almost like you about to pay her to do the right thing.
Well, I don't have a problem with it. Because see, I know I'm gonna get my blessing on the other end also.
I don't know now. I don't know, Queen Tut. It seemed like you might be rewarding bad behavior, but you,
Well, I've done it before. I've had children her age before, and I know sometimes it's not good to reward bad behavior, but it is what it is. I can
yeah.
see she's struggling. I can see she trying, and right now she does not get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, me and Chat Rep done had our past and stuff like that. And so I try to go light on her. Um, but I honestly think if anybody up in the sector is living comfortably, it would be Chat Rep. So that's why sometimes I'm confused a lot of the time when it comes to certain things with her.
Well, you know, young people don't necessarily know how to manage money. You've been there. You just got through saying yourself that in your older age, you knew to go ahead and take care of your responsibilities.
That is true. That's definitely true.
And then you don't want everybody, you know, I really, truly, I'm a mean ass, but I do have a heart.
Yeah. Chat Rep is back. Hold on. Let me put her back up.
Hey there, I refunded the money and the receipts are on my community wall.
Okay,
Okay. Chat
hold on
Rep.
a minute.
Okay, and thank you. And from now on, I don't want to talk about no money. Like if y'all gonna give me something, just give it to me out the kindness of of your heart. I don't want nobody to look at me a certain. I don't want nobody to look at me like that, and that really hurts my heart that y'all would think that about me. Okay, so I'm gonna go, but
But
please,
I don't think that you scammed anybody, Chat Rep.
I just feel like that's what they saying now. So so and I
No,
don't
I
like
don't. I
I
I
don't
will be
like
sending it
that.
to you. I will be sending you what I told you I would be sending you as soon as I get off of here. I'm an older person. I don't know how to keep on working all these phones and going to chat cash app and doing all that. I don't want to fall off the screen. But I
Mhm.
stream, but I promise you I will send it to you. And I
Mhm.
appreciate that.
Okay, no problem. Y'all have a great day.
All right, Chat Rep. It sounds like she said, and like that be that one. That's one of the things when it comes to the money aspect of things, Queen Tut, because it sounds like she said, and nobody wants to be labeled a scammer. I completely get it, 100%, a
Yeah,
100%.
it is. But like I said, $25 not it's not worth all of that. And
Yeah.
just I mean, and if it was to yeah, they did say she want to um what I'm trying to say. Faith want to do something to keep them on get them on the right track. And that was acknowledged.
Mm-hmm.
But then if you want Yaya to do her part, Sarah has to do her part also.
Right. That's true. And I have to say too, Queen Tut, I've gotten a couple of cash apps while I done been here. So thank you to the people. It's a belated birthday cash apps for me. I appreciate it, y'all. And I say thank you. And you know, Fate's gonna get her money back. I think Chat Rup said that she post on her community wall the proof of it.
And then when I send it to her, I'm gonna send you back the receipt so you can um let it be known that I did give her. I kept my word too.
Oh, okay. And
So
then
I
make
go
sure
ahead.
that it don't have your name, your government name.
You know how to scratch it out. It ain't got my
Yeah.
government name on.
Okay. Okay. Good. Yeah, but I do know how to edit the receipt. You right about that. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
looking here and no, it just have your YouTube name. So that's perfectly fine. I don't mind posting the receipt to show proof that you did what you were going to do. I just hate that you had to because even last night Brianna had offered to send the money to Fates, but Fate said no. I think that it wasn't necessarily the money. I think this all boils down to the principle of a situation, in my opinion. Um,
Yeah. I know it's not the money because I saw Faith over there on Lady Nika just giving away money the other day. So it's not the money. I know it's not the money. Faith was
yeah.
over there sending out Uber Eats and everything else to everybody over there.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
Because
Vibes Queen
she
and
spent
Queen.
way over 25.
Yeah, hey, Black Girl Magic, No Pressure, Blondie Queen, Regina Myers, everybody. I agree. And not only that, but Fates, even I have to admit, Fates bought off my wish list. And that's the thing that I think that people be forgetting about when they get so caught up in this stuff. Because Fates helped chat rep with the cash out for the ingredients. Plus, she still bought something off my wish list as well. And then she was giving away Uber Eats to people and all that type of stuff too.
Yeah, she did. I watched that. Another one I watched that I didn't drop down in, but yeah, and I it is what it is. Let me drop down so I can send her this money and I can send you the receipt.
Okay, all right, Queen Vita.
All right.
Okay. So Queen Vita is sending it. Y'all please like the video. I believe we got some resolve here when it comes to this issue with chat rep. I just think it's unfortunate that Queen V Tut got to be the peacemaker. But I mean, maybe it was all about, thank you, Regina, and everybody who told me happy birthday. But maybe it was all about having somebody that seemed to be somewhat of an outsider to mediate the situation. Because that's chat rep first time talking to Queen V Tut. And so perhaps Queen V Tut is viewed as non-biased and just somebody who is on the outside looking into this situation. So perhaps that's what it is. Yeah, grateful, ungrateful, it's interesting, but I really can't, based on the context that I got from it, I could understand Fate's thought process. I could understand chat reps. I didn't see Misunderstood's live when everything went down. I didn't even see Pizarro's live whenever they started with the disagreement. It just so happened when I clicked into Pizarro's yesterday for me to go and beg for the intels to cash out me for my birthday, I heard the commotion going on. And shout out to the intels that did send me something. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to the one intel who cashed out me and said she don't like me, but happy birthday. Shout out to her, even though she don't like me. It's nice to know that she is happy that I turned the new year. I turned the new age. So I'm happy about it. But yeah, it's a lot of it that I missed. I don't know what to say about these competitions. I thought that it was a good idea. I definitely, if I could give Pizarro advice, she should not do it every week. No, I think that it should only be something that could be done maybe like every couple of months. Because honestly, if you expect people to donate to the pot for the winner, you got to give time. And that's one thing too that I'm noticing about the beef sector, y'all. And I got to be honest. Because many of these challenges and stuff only came about after this wet t-shirt contest that Lovely Love was in, which is fine to be inspired by other sectors. However, what the B sector is failing to keep in mind is that Buddy Lee does that t-shirt contest annually, not every weekend, not every week, annually. It's a yearly event that Buddy Lee does. Not only that, but when it was approaching this year for them to do that wet t-shirt contest, Buddy Lee let people know at least 2 or 3 months in advance. 2 or 3 months in advance so that the contestants could decide if they were going to participate. And 2 or 3 months in advance so that he had ample amount of time to raise the pot for the prize money. This doing the competition, even if it's every month, that's still a quick turnaround time for people, because a lot of the times it end up being the same people contributing over and over again. I think that there should at least be a month on, a month off, or something like that to give time for people to comfortably donate to the pot. Not necessarily for people to have to rush and donate something if they want to, but to let people be able to do it comfortably. For them to be able to be like, well, I just paid my light bill and I'm trying to wait for my car insurance to go through. Once that's done, what I have left over, I'm going to donate. That takes time. That's all I'm saying. Because yeah, when the other sectors, okay, Queen V Tut. Okay, I see the picture now. All right. So y'all, I'm about to put this picture up on my community wall as proof that Queen V Tut sent this to Cash Out. Why do I want to be calling chat rep Cash Out? I'm about to put it on my community wall to show the proof. But I think that there should be a time allowed for turnaround so that people could get their money in order. Is all I'm saying. It's a lot of people that may want to donate and contribute to the pot, but they need a couple of days, if not a week or two, is all. And if they done already donated previously, then hold on, y'all. I'm multitasking. If they already donated the week before, then they are probably less likely to donate again. But if you give a little bit of time, okay, this is the receipt of Queen Tut. Queen V Tut receipt of sending to chat rep. All right. So I'm putting it right here. On my community. Oh my goodness. Let me edit this. Child, I was trying to put Queen V Tut and it came out Queen V Tits. Let me edit that. Okay. Queen V Tuts, not Queen V Tits. Receipt. But it's on the community wall now, y'all. So that's done. So I guess I came live this morning just to show my gratitude to the people who contributed to my wish list as well as to my cash out. She finally came, Just Lovely. She finally came. But she said she didn't want me to cuss her out the next time I saw her. Hey, Timmy Lynn. but but so that got squared away. So hopefully Fake y'all will be happy to see. Hush, it was the autocorrect, no pressure. It was the autocorrect. But hopefully Fakes will be happy to see her $25 is back. And, hopefully that'll be a dead topic. Hopefully. But either way, y'all, I don't know if Queen Tut was coming back or not. I'm not sure. But I will go ahead and end this because it looks like we got resolution. So I can end it on a good note. Thank you again for everybody for making my birthday a very nice and special day. Thank you for Queen V Tut for coming up here and gracing my panel, my platform, for the cash outs, for the wish list, for the thoughts, for just even thinking about me and any birthday wish. I greatly appreciate it. Zulu appreciates it as well. And I guess I'll see y'all up in the streets. Y'all take care. Be blessed. Don't stress. Oh, Tammy Lynn's birthday is the 26th. I'm going to have to take a mental note of that. Y'all take care. Be blessed. Don't stress. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye.